See you later. Check the markets, please. We're back to that. We've got the Dow up about 30. We've got the Nasdaq down about 45. I'm not seeing that much price movement today. In fact, I'd rather say that the market has stalled recently. Let's bring in Eddy Gifford, making his first appearance on this program, I believe. Eddy, tense up. You're on the big time now. Now, I believe the market has actually stalled. So can you give me an aggressive stock to buy which breaks out of the stall? You got anything in mind?
Well, I think that you're right when you say that things have stalled. We are in a scenario where things are teetering and we just don't know if they're rolling over or if we're just breathing. But if we're going to believe that we're just breathing and we've got some upside potential on the other side of this, I would say we should be looking at the EV space. And I know everyone's probably going to say, oh, not Tesla. Yeah, not Tesla. We're talking about Rivian. We think that Rivian has some good upside here. It's right at its 200-day moving average. It's got a lot of trend strength behind it. My wife keeps telling me our next car needs to be an electric SUV or truck, and so personally, I'm looking at them as a consumer, and then when I look at the stock, yeah, it has gotten battered with a lot of other stuff this month, but we think that it could be a good move.
You're a brave man to pick a stock like that all the way down and go bottom fishing. What about Meta?
So Meta is an interesting story from the standpoint that it's kind of come back pretty good. It's had a good rally. We wish we would have bought it at 80. I think everybody wishes that they would have bought it at 80. But when we look at the business itself, the Instagram and Facebook and now Threads, we think that gives a lot of opportunity for businesses to advertise. And the reality is, I think everyone thinks that inflation is going to stay higher for longer than anyone wants to admit. And what that means is that businesses need to generate more income to make sure they can pay their bills and pay their employees. So how do you do that? Well, you got to generate business, and one way to do that is through ad space.
How about a home builder? I think you have a couple of home builders in mind that you would think you'd like to buy now quite aggressively. Pulte Group, for example. You buying?
Yeah, absolutely. We like home builders right now. The primary reason that we do, though, is because when you look at what's going on in the real estate market in general, everybody, at least in America, has these 3% 30-year fixed mortgages. So they're not up and moving and going anywhere anytime soon unless they're forced to, right? They get like a good job offer or something like that. But even in that scenario, my recommendation of his advisor would be, hey, you need to rent that and go maybe buy something somewhere else. So the builders control the market right now. And the fact that they control the market means that they control pricing. A lot of them own mortgage companies also, and so they're able to bring the rates down to below market rates for consumers to purchase. And so as long as rates stay elevated and lumber costs are low, which they are, we think that builders are a good spot to be. Of course, nothing can escape a big cataclysmic fall, but we do like builders and we do like Pulte Homes right now.
All right, Eddy, let me summarize. You like Rivian, Meta, and home builders, and we'll leave it at that. Eddy Gifford, thanks very much for being on the show today. Maybe we'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot, sir.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to